Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and I am bringing you this month's multi-project kit club, which is going to be Christmas in July. Look at all that beautiful sparkle. We are going to be doing stamping and coloring on acetate. These are already pre-cut for you, and you are going to get all the goodies in this month's kit to do 6 cards, 6 of these awesome trifold cards. So everything is pre-cut, which makes putting your kit together and decorating your cards really fun and simple. You're also going to be receiving 7 jars of glitter, and that's including a glitter tinsel and our beautiful shaved ice. And you are going to be making, because I could not decide because they're all so pretty, you are going to be making, like I said, 6 cards, and you're going to be receiving 3 different color card backings because they all look fantastic. And take advantage if you want to order the actual stamp set or the digi set that goes with this. This is the Cardinal and Holly stamp. You don't need it to complete your kit. Everything is pre-printed and cut out for you. But if you want to go ahead and add this to your collection, we're offering a discount for all of our Kit Club members. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this month's Multi-Project Kit Club. All right, are you guys ready to get started? So I am going to start with what takes the longest to dry, and that is the painting with glitter on the acetate. So you're going to be receiving 6 pre-cut and pre-printed acetate sheets with the beautiful Cardinal on it. So this was all done with this stamp. So this is all the digital version of it. So this stamp set is available to all of our kit members. They could be Video Kit Club members or the Multi-Kit Club members, Multi-Project Kit Club members. And you will receive an additional discount if you wanted to order this stamp set or the digital stamp set to your cart. So you're also going to be getting your brushable glue sample. And since I'm going to be using my paintbrush with it, I am just going to go ahead and squirt a lot out into a little dish here. And you are going to be receiving so many glitters. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glitter colors. And then a glitter tinsel, look at that, awesome. And shaved ice is in this kit as well. So this kit is going to have you prepared for all of your holiday card making. So to get started, I am just going to take a thin little brush, and I am going to do some of the shading. So you can see here in the stamp how where the wings are and where the detail is, it's a little darker. So we are going to be doing that with the Collegiate Garnet. So I'm just going to simply go over some of the details. And your brushable glue does dry quick, so you don't want to do too large of a space. And I am going to just go over it with my brushable glue. And the nice thing about this technique too is you can layer. So if a part of it dries, you can come back to it and you can layer. So I'm going to start with the Collegiate Garnet. And I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle that over those sections. And you can go over this with your little static-free bag before you start, so you don't get that static-y on your image, which is really nice. Okay, so Collegiate Garnet is done. Now we are going to go to the second color. And like I said, this kit is filled with glitter. So the nice thing is you are going to be all set and ready to go for all of your holiday cards. So next what I'm going to do is go over the entire bird with the Fire Engine Red. So I am just going to go right over my Collegiate Garnet. And I'm going to go up to the lines. Now don't worry, if you missed a spot, you can always go back over it once it dries, and you can look through it through the front to see what space you've missed and then refill in the color. It's a very forgiving technique. Also, if you go out of the lines, you can just take your fingernail tool and just push your glitter or your adhesive back in. So this is a technique that Sparkle and Sprinkle has a lot of fun with our glitters and our brushable glue, because your final project, you really see the glitter come alive once it's dry. And it is like stained glass for glitter, really beautiful. All right, once I have my brushable glue spread all over my Cardinal, I'm going to take my Fire Engine Red and sprinkle that on. So remember now, this is going to be the back. So all the detail that we're doing is going to go through to the front. So you can see here, let me do this for you, how I've missed some tiny little spots. So once this is all dry, I can just go ahead and take my paintbrush again and just go in and fill any little pieces that I've missed. Or I can be like, that's good enough, and keep going. So you have an option here to be the OCD crafter or to just let stuff go. It's your call. All right, so next we are going to do the berries, since I have my red out. And I am simply, did I want to do the berry? No, I do want to do the berries first. I didn't remember. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do all my berries. So I'm just doing little circles with a little bit of glue right over my little berries. And you do want to do your berries first, because when you come in with your green, you can just be a little bit more, then you know your berries are already covered. So you have a little bit more leeway next to your berries, if that makes sense. You see what I mean. You'll see what I mean once you throw your glitter on there. Okay, and I've already got my red glitter out from previous. Cover up your berries. And just think, with all of your different stamp sets, the possibilities once you get this technique down, it's a really fun one. I do a lot of flicking to get my glitter off, because remember in the beginning, I didn't use my static free. So some of my glitter is static sticking to my acetate, which is totally normal. Okay, so next what we are gonna do is we are gonna do the beak and the feet. Now you can also use your glue pen. I have my paintbrush here, which is a really fine tip as well, so I'm gonna stick using that. But for the finer things, if you're more comfortable using your glue pen, you can go ahead and do that too. So I'm gonna do the feet and the beak with Embers. Sprinkle that on. Flip that over, tap, tap, tap. My same spot keeps getting staticky. Smart move to just wipe your little static free bag on before, and then you won't be having this static issue. See, you guys love that I make the mistakes for you, so therefore you can go, oh, she forgot her static bag. We need to use ours. Next, I'm going to take the Bronze Splendor and just go over this little branch that our beautiful cardinals on. Obviously, if you get the gist, you can speed ahead and fast forward this part where I'm going to just finish up the coloring and move on to the next. That'll be fine too. A little bit of the branch, and then that's it. Add our beautiful Bronze Splendor. And then next we are going to do our Elegant Emerald. All right, so now I've got, there we go. I love it. I love all the static. It's so nice. Okay, so next The last step is the Elegant Emerald. And what I'm gonna do is take my brush again, and I'm gonna move somewhat quickly, and then once it's dry, that's when I go and I do my touch-up. And I just make sure that I have gone over to the edges, and I flip it over and I make sure that the, you know, like my cherries are all filled in. Moving kind of fast, you sometimes tend to miss some of the coloring in part, and the glue dries quickly. So I'm just gonna do a couple of these leaves, and then you're gonna wanna finish doing your leaves and then set this aside and let it really dry thoroughly. And it's pretty easy to see when it's dry, because see right now how that is all white, and a completed one looks like this. So isn't that amazing? The glitter really comes alive. You could see here where it's still wet. It's very muted. It's not very sparkly and shiny. And here it's really sparkly and shiny. So go ahead and complete your leaves. Set that aside and let it dry. And if you want to come over and touch up a few things where you missed a spot, go ahead and do that. All right, now since we've got our glitter out still, I am gonna take our Wishing You a Beautiful Day pre-cut. You get 6 of these as well. And these are gonna be pre-cut on, they were done with a tonic label, and I'll put that in the instructions in the kit. But they're gonna be pre-cut for you, which is awesome. So you can just do all the fun stuff and assemble your card. So I'm gonna take my glue pen. This is just one of many different options you can do to add a little bit of glitter. I am just tracing my leaves. Now, rule of thumb is if it is an opaque glitter, it's going to completely cover up. So this Elegant Emerald is an opaque glitter. It's going to completely cover it up. So these leaves are gonna look like they are solid stamp outs in glitter, which has a really beautiful effect. And since these holly leaves are pretty simple design, it's pretty easy to trace. I would not want to trace like a person's face with glitter or anything with too much detail in it. So this is nice and crisp and has a really beautiful sparkly look to it. And you know, if you can't use a ton of glitter for holiday cards, then when can you? This is like the free-for-all for glitter, is the holidays. All right, so once you have completed tracing all of your holly leaves, which are so cute, then you're just gonna come over it and sprinkle a little Elegant Emerald, and then we are gonna quickly do our holly berries. Doesn't that look fantastic? Just a really, really, really sharp look. And you got to do it with all of the materials you had on hand. Just like that. So now we are gonna trace our holly berries and then set that aside and let it dry. I'm gonna actually fill in my holly berries. I'm going crazy. Just make sure you go all the way up to the edges. And I know you probably can't quite, my hand is probably in the way, but I am just filling in those big berries, which that little pop of red is just gonna look magical. Let's bring this over so you guys can see. Move everything else out of the way. Okay, there we go. So I colored in all my berries. Did you guys even see me do that? Was I totally off camera? Fingers crossed that some of that was on camera. I took my glue pen and I filled in my holly berries. It's very exciting. Okay, give that a little click and look it, there we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes. And you are all set with your red glitter, your fire engine red, your emerald green. Those can all be set aside. Next, we are going to create a forever awesome non-shaker card. And what I mean by that is we are going to be taking our sticker paper and we are going to be using our shaved ice, and we are creating that beautiful glittery, shimmery fallen snow background, but it looks like a shaker card, but you don't get like that just little tiny 1/4 of an inch bit of glitter or confetti or shaved ice. The whole background is going to be like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. So use your finger tool and just really burnish that in. And then I'm just pushing that in with my thumbs to make sure all that shaved ice is adhered to our sticker paper. And just like that, you have a nice permanent background, which by the way, this is a great background too for your shaker cards. So you know when you make your shaker cards and then you have just that little bit, this is a great example. This is a beautiful card by one of our designers. But see, you've got just your little bit of confetti down here. These are great because they're nice and bigs. But you could do like a whole background of shimmer and still add your confetti. So it's really great because it sparkles up your card. Like I said, no perfect time to add over the top shimmer than the holidays. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my brushable glue and I am going to do the edges of my label here with the brushable glue and the shaved ice. So just go over all of your edges. And we are throwing a bunch of fun glitter techniques for you guys out during this video, so I hope you enjoy it. This kit is a great value. So all of our kit members get this for the same price every month, but you can also purchase the kit as a non-kit club member, and it is a regular price. So I think this is like around $50 kit value, which is awesome because you're getting all these fantastic glitters just in time for holiday card making. So there, I did one half, and now I'm going to do the other half, and I'm just simply brushing around the edges. And it's not completely even, but it's okay because it's that freshly fallen snow. It's nice and thick. So even if I did apply a perfect little even bit of glue to it, because it's a very organic cut of glitter, it's not gonna look like that anyways. So there we go. Isn't that fun? You've got the beautiful holly berries, the beautiful holly leaves, your image in there, pre-die cut, and then a fun freshly fallen snow shaved ice border. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside, and this is completely dry. Remember how we flip that over? You either want to let that dry like overnight because it's sitting on the acetate, or like have it near a very low blowing fan. Glitter and fans, they go together very well. Ha! Okay, so this is a really fun way to attach your background. Now we are going to be making a frame next, but first we're going to attach this and set this aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Tear-ific tape, and I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive over my 4 corners. So I'm basically going to do a little bit here, a little bit here, so give yourself 4 corners of adhesive sticking over the edges. So I've got my shaved ice, and then I'm going to take my beautifully glittered Cardinal, and I'm going to place it on how I want it to be seen. So just like that. And now stick it to those little Tear-ific tape pieces that you have out. So now you see how that gives that three-dimensional look because you've got the different layers. You've got the acetate on the front, the glitter in the back, and the shaved ice as the full background. So now we are going to set this aside and we are going to make our border. So I am going to take our frame, so you're going to receive 6 of these as well, pre-cut, and this is our sticker paper, and I am just going to pull off the backing, and we are going to be using our glitter tinsel, which if you've never used the glitter tinsel before, it is a very fun chunky glitter, has that tinsel cut, and here it is, beautiful. This is Pine Grove. It makes for great grass. If you do sports pages and you want to do a turf, this is so fun for turf and really bright for the holidays. Looks great in shaker cards. So a lot of versatility for the Pine Grove. So I am just simply pushing it in with my finger tools, and then I am going to tap that off. Now with all chunky glitters or your little chunky accents like this, you're gonna see the white through it. So see how you can still see through to the adhesive. So I'm gonna give you a little trick. I'm gonna de-glitter my fingers. I'm gonna give you a little trick on how to fix that. So what you're gonna do is you are gonna take a little bit of that elegant green and you are just going to sprinkle that right over your exposed adhesive. There we go. And then I am not going to put too much. I'm just going to put a little because as I'm burnishing this in, some of those glitter tinsel pieces are going to fall off as well. So I don't want to put this back in. Now it is a contaminated glitter and it has the glitter tinsel and the glitter in it. So you could see here. So now I've got a nice solid wreath. Now you can take this a step further if you want this to be a little bit thicker, and you can use your brushable glue if you would like and go and layer a little bit more of your glitter tinsel on. I did 2 layers on this one, so I don't really know if you could see much of a difference on camera, but this is a little thicker, this is a little heavier because I've got a couple layers of the glue and the glitter tinsel. So it's your call. We're gonna put a nice cardstock background on it, so it'll be good to go once we adhere everything. All right, let's do a quick cleanup. There we go. And now all I've got on the back here is I took a couple strips of my 1/4 inch Tear-ific tape and just went along putting the little pieces down so I can adhere that. You could also, if you'd like, use your brushable glue, but I just think it's gonna be much easier to stick this on with my Tear-ific tape. So flip that over, and actually, I am gonna take, you're also gonna receive your cardstock, and we are gonna stick that on first. All right, peel the backing off. And while we're at it, we'll peel these guys off too. Okay, there we go. So now this is nice and ready to be adhered on. We are going to stick our frame down. And there you have it. You have your solid cardstock and your beautiful Cardinal. Still losing some of my glitter tinsel, but that'll all be okay. I am a little overlapped here. Really simple touch up. I can just go ahead and take my brushable glue and I can just go right over the corner so you don't have to sit and try to worry about getting that perfectly aligned to your cardstock background. Just add a little brushable glue right over that and then go back to that mixed glitter with the green the emerald green and the glitter tinsel and sprinkle some of that on. And then that will be nice and covered up. Voila, tap, tap, tap. So pretty. And now you've got a forever sparkly non-shaker card looking shaker card. Okay, so you're going to be receiving in your kit 3 different colored cardstock. And the reason is because I couldn't decide. I thought they all looked really beautiful. So you're able to make 2 of your light blue cards, 2 of your beige cards, and 2 of your light green cards. So what you're going to want to do is cut your cardstock in half vertically, fold your cardstock in half, and then once you have the half fold, you're just going to fold again in half. And that is how you create the tripod card fold, which is pretty simple. And now I'm going to take a piece of black cardstock, and this is a 3.5 by 2.5, and you receive some black cardstock in your kit as well. Peel off my Tear-ific tape, and that is going to go right down here. You can also, if you'd rather, you could stick like another colored cardstock down, like an emerald green, or you can do like another larger label down here. So a lot of possibilities. And then you're also receiving in your kit some Craft Perfect dimensional adhesive. So I'm gonna take 4 of those, because you're gonna wanna pop your image so they can display their card sitting up, which is a really fun part of this. Now you can also go the extra mile, and you can do a little hole punch here and make this a holiday ornament. So that would be really fun, and just tie a beautiful ribbon on there. And in your card, you can let them know that this is not only a holiday card, but it's also an ornament, and that's a nice little touch. I always like those bonus cards, you know, like a pair of diamond earrings. That's always a nice little touch in your holiday. I'm just kidding. In your holiday cards. All right, so now I'm going to take my beautiful Cardinal, add some Tear-ific tape, peel off the back. So I've got my card, my base, my saying, and I'm just simply going to center, and I want it right about there. Push that down, and there you go. Beside for all the green I just stuck on there. Now you have a beautiful tri-fold card. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a really fun kit. If you have any questions, let me know. You got a ton of goodies to play with. And make sure you check out our Sparkle and Sprinkle Challenge page, where you have an opportunity to win Sparkle and Sprinkle money when you post your work and enter in a contest. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week and month and summer. And thanks for watching our Christmas in July Multi-Project Kit Club. Bye-bye.